your regular spot. Can you feel the air?
Yeah, I can feel it. Well, actually, can you turn more this way? Oh, yeah.
So,
I can feel it.
yeah, because you see the paper? It's all
Yes.
flying from you. Okay.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you for attending today's service. I am Bill Yamanaka, your MC for today. Please rise for the entering of our minister, Reverend Sawada.
Hands together, Gassho. Namo OMIGAKI. Namo OMIGAKI. Namo OMIGAKI. Thank you.
Okay, remain standing for the Vandana Ti-Sarana, page 46 in the service book.
36, right, Bill?
46.
40.
Okay, please be seated. We'll have the Chanting of Shoshinge, led by Reverend Sawada, page 20 to 39.
Namo OMIGAKI. Namo OMIGAKI. Namo OMIGAKI. 중요무료 중요라이 しびこおぞぼさいにじ在世自在を部署保険証部浄土院国土人間自然膜本流無常修正願長法芸部大部税高校私有死小中有生妙正門実法無法無量無連行無芸無体公園の少女単義知恵語無断難し無償法超日学校小人生一切分譲無交渉本願名簿少女語死死信用願に上等学章大涅槃一世念道願成就如来勝意教修生唯生弥陀本願会五辱白自分上会往生如来行実言能一年喜愛心空断本の特例藩本性逆法再連流領収支入会一味摂取進行上昇後非合水波無明暗本来心臓死運無上腹心地心人天微妙日光不運本無知芸妙案逆心天教大教義即法徴税合悪種一切善悪本無人問心如来無誓願仏言広大小芸者全員両踏んだり天理打部本願念部が謙虚満悪修上信行中自人に南中死南昔インド祭典シロンゲ中華自治的思考素現代諸公聖書意両如来本税大き釈迦如来両が戦一種公明南天竺流中大寺修道生質の財は無限先生大乗無常語召喚理事小安楽天智南行六六心行異行指導楽億年弥陀部本願自然即自由密情唯の上昇如来語応募大義無税四天神菩薩総論世奇妙無下公如来平修たら謙信寺高専法長大誓願こういう本願力栄光異道文上昇一心非入空独大崩壊立逆入大永修修独自連芸造世界即昇進尿法昇進有言老林現人図入生自音自王芸本自動乱両天使上皇乱消防さらい三蔵ルシ十上教 本性専業気楽語北人菩薩論中で王道因果見性願方言平行入他力少女死因唯心人枠前本部新人法承知承知即涅槃一子無量光明道小宇宙上海図形同社結晶道南省唯名浄土活入万全自力伝言集円満特防感染症三風三神軽音言増魔法明道品一生増悪地無勢思案妖怪商業化特病無償意法愛上三様逆悪法名名法権因縁介入本願大智慧行者小樹今後心狂気一年相互上位大道逆三人即所保障市場楽原神公開一来表返金安養歓喜祭戦争終身感染人法華二道小弁流60悪人類勝負が薬剤に摂取中煩悩証言水風天大美風天上昇が本寺玄空両仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書公年宗戦弱門願部悪性現来生じ輪廻芸血地異常異常死即入弱上無意楽必知新人異能入仏教大事修士と上西無明北直悪同族自主武道心唯化心死南無阿弥陀仏南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀南無阿弥陀上の方は今に実行を得たまえり発心の降臨際もなく背の門を照らすなり知恵の光明計りなし無量諸相ことごとく公共かむらぬものはな しり信じ妙に起妙せよベダの法輪極もなし王族が無る者は皆有無を離ると述べたのを平等格に奇妙せよ幸運無下女国一切の上に触りなし光沢かむらぬものそなき難思議を奇妙せよ少女法名並びなし無思考のゆえなれば一切の法規ものそこりぬ一教へを奇妙せよ仏法商用最大一公園の仏と名付けたりスタンズの国案開くなり大王部を奇妙せよ平等性一切同法五大心五条安楽
Palms together in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo
Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. I take refuge in Amida Buddha. We vow to give equally to all this miracle truth, together to raise the mind of body and awaken to the realm of serenity and joy. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
Okay, we will now have the Dharma Talk with Reverend Sawada.
Before I start my Dharma talk, every time Master and you remind you of three important things. How to listen with your heart. First, you should listen as you are listening to this message for the very first time. Two, you should listen as this message is just for you, for me alone. And the three, you should listen as this is the last time you will ever go soul in your life. Master knew 500 years ago. Good morning again. Thank you so much for event. I was a little absent for 2 weeks. Sorry for that, but you have done a really good job here. I'm really happy for your you came here and did your service here. Thanks so much. I was in Japan. It was really interesting travel there because we could visit different sites around Japan when Shinran passed. It was interesting because one member of Betsuin, he told, oh, I'm coming for the temple almost 20 years as a member there. But I could get in few moments a little bit what does mean this Shin Buddhism or Jodo Shinshu. And I know, I think you have a lot of questions. I can ask you about what kind of question about, we say, Jodo Shinshu or Shin Buddhism or Pure Land Buddhism is our sect. But we have used a lot of terms there we cannot understand, like Nenbutsu, Shinjin, very Japanese terms there, or Bombu, Tariki. A lot of terms is a little confused, and one is like a Hongan. Yeah? Hong is the basic, Gan aspiration, basic aspiration. What does mean Hongan-ji? The temple of basic aspiration, innermost aspiration of Buddha. Okay? Today, we are going to talk about my theme today, from the difference of each other. I encounter them from the difference of me and you and I and you, or you and I. We encounter each other in the Buddha's Tariki Hongan. Tariki is ta is other. Riki is chikara, is power. Other power, Hongan, basic aspiration. We encounter each other in the basic aspiration of Buddha. This is what we are talking to. But before I talk, start my talk, I'd like to read your great or your biggest thing you cannot understand in the terms of Jodo Shinshu. For example, I cannot understand Nenbutsu. I cannot understand Hongan. Yeah, like that. I know we are familiar, but we are not familiar with, because these terms in Japanese is really hard to can understand. For you, Norma, do you have one word that you can really understand? I cannot explain everything today, but we will try to clear one by one. Today, I'd like to read, we can understand about what does mean this Tariki Hongan. Yeah, the travel in Japan was really interesting. Yeah, I went there to work. Yeah, I followed the people members from most part of the member they were from Betsuin. We have Charlan and Alan from Kaneohe, and David Kohara and Donna Kohara from Milo, and about 16 more from Betsuin side. Of course, no, all of them usually come to the temple, but some of them come to the temple. And the one place we visit was Yoshizaki Betsuin in Fukui Prefecture. Fukui Prefecture, this Yoshizaki Betsuin was really important site, really important location, place where we start to rebuild our denomination Hongwanji. There, Master Renyo, almost 500 years ago, he pilgrimaged, he passed from different sites and he lived there for 4 years. And he started the temple there. We say is a Yoshizaki Betsuin, the temple that are in Fukui. There is a lot of episode happening there. What the presence of Master Renyo there. One of the episode I heard there was about the mysteries of the family mask. One mask there. This episode really happened there when Renyo was there. I will try to explain, but a little hard to explain, but really in few words, what happened there. There was a family of farmers there. There is the main three characters or three people in this history, in this episode, are the older lady and the mother, her son, and the son's wife, the daughter-in-law for them. Then suddenly, in this family, they come from before. I think it was a samurai family, but for the poverty there, they became like farmers there, and suddenly the son or the man there passed away, and only the old lady and the daughter-in-law used to live together. And it was the relation of them, the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, wasn't so good there, yeah? And the daughter-in-law used to suffer like a bullying there, but she every time to release this kind of discomfort, he heard about going to the temple because there was a very nice sensei there. His name was Master Renyo, and Renyo, and she every night she used to go there to the temple, and this kind of behavior provoked in the mother-in-law like a kind of jealousy, because the daughter-in-law every time she comes back, she was really happy, like a nice face there. Then the mother-in-law make a plan, think something, oh, I have to do something to, she stopped to go to the temple. Then she thought, oh, yeah, we have that mask, our treasure of our family there. And she, oh, maybe at night when she is coming back from the temple, I will try to do something. She can become intimidate her to go to the temple there. Then, like a treating. Then she wore the mask there and wait in a dark place there, and try to attack, to do some gesture to the daughter-in-law became afraid and don't come because these demons, this devil, because she was going to the temple there. And she tried to do that. But the daughter-in-law only looked at her the elderly lady wearing this mask, didn't it? Do not only said Namo Amidabutsu, Namo Amidabutsu. And then the old lady tried to escape and went back very quickly, fastly, to their house there. But then the daughter-in-law came back. The old lady was suffering to remove the mask. The mask couldn't try to remove, and start to hurt her face and bleed there. Yeah. Then, and she was crying until, and the daughter-in-law said, "What happened?" Yeah. Oh my gosh! And she tried to help, but the mask couldn't be removed. Then they decide to go back to the. It's not like that I'm telling, but about go back to the master manual there and go again there and went back there. And the master manual said only Namo Amidabutsu, Namo Amidabutsu, you with your feet. And this time, the mask was removed there. Yeah. This is really happened, not my words, but almost like this. Yeah, happened. This happening was from that happening there. This is a very important meaning there, that we can face that old lady like us, like a greed, like a jealous, like a lot of passions. This is represent myself. I'm like that old lady. And this go to the temple, listen to the Dharma, was a start point when something happened in their life that they could meet up each other as a human, because she apologized her daughter-in-law and her daughter-in-law never put like a remorse about that or put something to attack, only accept her and say, yeah, let's going together to the temple. And they started to go to the temple and listen to the teachings there. What does this mean? From the difference, from the point of our passions, there is a point we can converge to this something more important than what I think, what I believe, what I want. This is what we can say is Hongan, Tariki Hongan work. Tarik is other power. What does mean other power? Other power is the power beyond the self. Is something overcomes our ego. And this Hongan is that you come back for your origin. You're back for your base of the human being. This is when they encounter as a base of a human being, they could respect each other, and this kind of things, this kind of trouble disappear. This is what we can say the work of the Buddha's aspiration. Hongan is the innermost aspiration of Buddha. What does mean innermost aspiration of Buddha? Is in simple word, is like an 18 volume of the larger sutra. This is very simple way, 70 volume, 18 volume, and 11 volume there. Is your suffering is my suffering. Your happiness is my happiness. I cannot become Buddha if you don't become Buddha first. I help you to become Buddha first. You first and after that I can become Buddha. This is Buddha's aspiration in simple words. I cannot become Buddha. You first. What does mean you first? Is you encounter others in you, and you encounter them in you. We melted. We melt. This is what means. Then, what does mean this? You take refuge in Buddha. You take refuge in this original vow. It's like today we read about the three treasures. Three treasures. Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. This is it. You take refuge in this. How you take refuge in these three treasures, we can simplify in word called Shindi, deep interest. Deep interest in put my heart in the Buddha's wisdom. But this is not my decision, yeah? Not like I decide by myself. This is a work. Yeah? What does mean Buddha? Buddha means like your guide, your teacher. Yeah? First you base in Shakyamuni Buddha, in Shinran, or sometimes your dad, your mom, as a Buddha, to follow something. This is a legacy, this is a tradition. This has come much longer than you can imagine. Longer than you can imagine. Like very old. This gesture, Gassho, represents a lot of history here. Then we do Gassho, we don't realize, but we stay in connection with this, all of this Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. Even we cannot see. Then what does mean the Dharma? Dharma is the law. A law like a natural law, 1,000 years ago, the traditional law, and right now is the same, the law. But the law, the Dharma, represents the teachings of Buddha. Impermanence, selfless, dependent origination, no discrimination, life is suffering. All this represent the teachings. This is Dharma too, as it is. We can say the Buddha is a doctor. The Dharma is a medicine. Is the patience. Is me. Is I. Myself. You. We can say the Sangha. But in the Sangha, what does this mean, Sangha? Sangha means your mirror. Like what you see in others, they are not different from you. They are human too. But we make difference. Then Sangha is a place to work when you can see each other. You can see yourself. Listen to these messages as this message is for you alone. This is Sangha. You see you into them. This is, at the same time, Sangha is the place we live, is the samsara, when we explain, we express, we live this karma. What this karma means? Karma means what you verbalize, what you think, what do you act, is our expression. But our expression is moved by our dualism, good or bad, what I think, what I believe, that what we move is a human. Yet we say, at the same time, samsara is our world we live. Then the sangha is there. But at the same time, is like our ill, disease. That disease, that we as a patient, we need this medicine. And we need a doctor to conduct us to that, to this work well. Then, when we take refuge in this great treasure, we experience it, like we say, as Shinjin, this deep faith. This is not salvation, it's not like you decide by yourself. This is come because I say, oh, I got the Shinjin, I'm a Buddhist, I'm like a Buddha. Then you say, oh, but that guy, they didn't get Shinjin right now. They cannot understand. Now what this means? This is only your ego working. This is not Shinjin. This is not like you start with discrimination again. This is what the human is. That Shinran realized about that. I can do all kind of meditation. I did a lot of endeavors. I did, but I couldn't. This is like that old lady. She apologized and she went really. She was friendly. She was honest with her. I did this because because I was feeling a little jealous about you, daughter-in-law. Then, when they really became really as they are, all kind of that suffering about them was melted. They went for a universal word there. They become one. This is like the work of Tariki Hongan. Not because you want, you don't want, but the situation from your ego. There is a work from the truth working there. It's like we are ice. We are like ice. We have a lot of passions there. But the base of this ice is water. We are water. Even you act like a steam. You can be steam, you can be like a rock, like a ice, but you go to the stream, to the ocean, as your nature, as a water. That means understand liberation, salvation is not because you want, you decide, this is coming from this work of the Dharma, the Buddha, and the Sangha together. This is what we call Shinjin, in simple word. Of course, we can go deep and try to explain more harder there. But from today, I want to stop here to understand this working of the truth, this Hongan. You come back for your origin, for your base as a human, the law, the teachings, the teachers, and your partners working as a whole nirvana, a whole enlightenment experience. This is what this episode in Japan I heard from Renyo, Master Renyo, makes me a little think about, and I could learn from that. I hope you could understand, but if you don't understand, doesn't matter. No? Buddhism is not only understand what we think understand, because understand we make a concept, but this concept cannot be continuous. No? This concept will destroy for a new concept is impermanence. No? Our relation is by relation. We make a relation today. We put one a sensei talking about something, you can judge sensei, oh, sensei not a good speaker, he's not good doing good job because of this, that, but it doesn't matter. It all goes to, everything goes to the ocean. We have the nature of water. But we really appreciate these teachings, this guide, and this group, this community, this makes us to rethink about ourselves every time. This is most important. We reflect in this moment right now. Thank you for today. My deep appreciation for all masters, all teachers, and all Sangha, Buddha, and Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend. Please rise. I have Ondokusan 2 on page 113.
All great, my gratitude for the great compassion of the Tathagata. That embrace me continuous in the account of my heart activities. All great my appreciation for the wonderful lessons of my Dharma teachers. How great my appreciation for the wonderful lessons of my Dharma teachers that guide me continuously in the part where my mortal faith is shown.
Sorry about that. And next is Nenbutsu on page 127.
Now, Gatha Nenbutsu, page 127.
Okay, we have announcements. Announcements by Reverend Sawada. Please be seated.
Thank you, everyone. You following us now. And we have a few announcements there. Next Sunday, May 7, we have the local Dharma gathering. We had Dr. Haneda larger Sutra series there, lecture series, and we continue doing, but the local Dharma gathering is a gathering here in our temple here. The guest speaker will be Bishop Reverend Kenjun Kawawata. He will talk about the larger sutra as the company. But we are going to start 10 a.m., not 9 a.m. 10 a.m. Okay? Please come in person. If you cannot follow us, we are trying to do by Zoom. But yeah, 10 a.m.
It has a fee or no?
What? Yeah, we have if people can, because it's district event, not from Kaneohe. If people can make a donation of $10 for that occasion, we really appreciate $10 for the lecture on next Sunday. May 14th, we are going to have a very short Sunday service here, but of course it will be the Mother's Day, but we didn't have another date to make this. OMIGAKI is a polishing the Buddhist ornaments there. We start from 9 a.m. If you can come, please come. Of the little hard net to people have some celebration of Mother's Day, but we expect the people can help. We need the help from 9 a.m. short service, and after that we go to polish these ornaments there. I bought some new liquid there to make this polish easier for us. And 21st, we have Shiran's birthday service, Tanjo, from 9 a.m. We have a YouTube live stream there, Tanjo, May 21st. And 29, I will be as a guest speaker in Waimea, Kauai. We can do by Zoom from 10 a.m. You do the first part of the service here, and from 10 a.m. I have a very short service there, and I'm going to do a larger sutra class there. If it's okay, we can do by Zoom there on 29, larger sutra, 10 a.m. but Sunday service here from 9 a.m. If you want to come, if not, you can come from 10. We do Sunday service from there, and all start from 10 a.m. Okay? Maybe it's better we do all that, because I do a Sunday service there, and I went in the. I wanted to do my lecture there about the larger sutra, my version in Kauai. Okay, thank you so much for today. Follow us. That and the Bill have this. Yeah. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, MC. Thank you for coming today.
Okay, thank you all for coming today. This concludes today's service.